Welcome to a new video where we are going to keep working on our main menu, and today we are going to learn how to use the UI element button. The buttons are very useful and are essential for our game because allow us to do different actions, as for example, if we click a button and we can see a pop-up appearing, or we can click a button and we can change to another scene. So the buttons are just an element that implements some logic. So we will need to write some code in the script. So once we click a button, it runs a method and it applies that logic. So we are going to go back to our game and we are going to implement easily and quickly this, a button. In this case, I have prepared a play image, okay, to create a button that will be the one we will click to play, to go to the game. So we're in the main menu. And we have two different options of creating a button. So we can create a button directly with right click, UI, and then button. Okay, this will create an element that is conformed of two different things. On the one side, you can see an image that is this background, white, we have in here. Let me make it bigger so you can see it well. So this white background is an image, but on the other side it also contains a child, okay, inside this image that is text. Okay, so we can create it in this way. We can see this component of type button attached to the background, or we can remove this, and instead of this we can assign this component button to any element. So for example, in the canvas we can right click and we can create an image, just an image. We will provide the white and height as usual. Okay, let's imagine this one. So we drag and drop the play. So this looks like a play button. Okay, so we have an image that is the play button, but it doesn't contain any kind of button. So if we see its image and there's no more components. So to any UI element, for example, an image in this case, we can add the button component so that it does something when we click on it. So we can include the button, and now in here we can configure to do something when we click on it. Okay, so this is the first part of the configuration of a button. We can create it from scratch, or we can assign the button component to an existing UI element as an image in this case. But the next step will be to configure what it needs to be doing on click. When we click on it, what is going to do? So what it's going to do is basically run a method, and for that we will need to change our script. This scene is being managed by this loading controller, loading script. So let's open it. Let's go to assets, scripts. Let's open the loading script. That is this one we created in one of our previous videos. And we are going to create in here a new method. So it's going to be play, just play, yeah. Okay, so we have our play method. This is the one that is going to run when we click, okay, on click the play button. We are going to use this method, and what this method is going to do. So we can do one fun thing that is, for example, when we click the play button, just as an example, we can make the logo disappear. We can play with this. Okay, we can make it disappear. So for that, what we will need to do is, in our script, we are going to define a variable at the beginning that is going to be a public game object logo image. Okay, so we are going to create a variable that is representing this logo image. What we will do in the play button is, after making a click on it, this logo image, we are going to change the property set active and we will put it to false. So right now it's true, it's enabled, the checkbox, but if we put it to false, it will be like this. We are deactivating it, we are hiding it, okay? It disappears. So that's what this script is going to do. Is going to get the reference to the logo image, we will do it now, and it's going to mark the property setActive as false. So it will disappear once we play the button. We're going to save the script, let the changes synchronize with Unity, and very important, we need to click in our script Okay, let's fix this. We need to click in our script and we need to drag and drop the element we are referring to. Okay, so this is the game object. The logo one is the game object that we are going to play with it. We are going to modify the setActive to false. So we just drag and drop to the script. So now when we want to do an action over this variable, over this game object, the script, Unity, knows which is the element that needs to deactivate. Else, it doesn't have any idea. So now we have assigned this to the script. This is the element that we're going to play with. And to finalize, what we need to do is go back to the play button and modify the button component. What we will do is, okay, on click, we will click here in the plus button. We want in both, in the editor and runtime, you to do this. So what we want is the button to run the method we just created. We need to drag the element that contains the script, that is loading controller. This is the one that contains the script. And we are going to select inside the loading script, I want to run the play method. Okay, so every time I do click in this button, in both editor and runtime, it will read from this script and will run a method that is called play. The play method, what does is make disappear the logo button, the logo image. So since we have everything ready, we can just save, play, and simulate. Let's see if this is working as expected. So we have here everything together, some animations. Here's the button. So let's click on it, and we see that in fact the logo button appears as deactivated in here in gray, and we can see that this box has been hidden. If we enable it again, we click again the button and it makes it disappear again. Okay, so we can see that the button is working fine, is running the play method in our script, and is doing the action that we choose to do. So basically the button is working, and this is the same we can do applying each kind of logic. So you create a method, you assign it to the button, and then you run those actions once the user clicks on it. So I hope this video was useful for you. Thank you so much for being here, and wish you the best with your projects. If you have any kind of doubt when implementing this, please let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to see more videos. Don't miss anything, because we are going to keep updating and uploading a lot of content. So thank you so much. Have a nice day and see you next time.